encourage the product, to encourage the product. When it's good, it's good. When it's bad, oh boy, we're getting a rant. Welcome to the unscripted kayfabe. No rumors, no dirt, oh bullshit.
Welcome everybody to the unscripted kayfabe. Welcome everybody to the unscripted kayfabe. Whew, gotta go and fix something up, guys. Wait a second, we'll be kicking off the show. I know it's a bit hard. That's what the fuck we can do right now, honestly. Hope you got the unscripted kayfabe intro right. We always put that in, man. We always get that in as always as we should. Right? Hopefully got that in. Hopefully, right? It's a hope you can hope for. But it's a hope just so you can hope for, honestly. Taking fucking forever, guys. Are we live or are we not? What the fuck is going on? I hope we're live. Are we? We are, huh? I don't know what to say, honestly, but we're gonna kick it started with the show. As usually, always we do. Again, something's going on that's kind of bothering our stream. It's like the internet's fucking over. Still right? Are we? Are we live on YouTube still? I hope we are. We gotta check that. I'm not sure. think we would be live. Yep, we are live, folks. What's poppin'? Gotta check something, honestly.
Encourage the product. When it's good, it's good. When it's bad, oh boy, we're gonna go to rant. Welcome to the Unscripted Campaign. No rumors, no dirt, no bullshit. Welcome everybody to Unscripted Campaign.
We're gonna probably talk about the show, honestly. Moving on. Sorry for that. Just check it in. You know, Riverside is a platform we use in here tonight, but honestly, who the fuck cares if you can use whatever the fuck you want? Streamlabs has a fucking problem sometimes. Monday Night Raw on the Unscripted KAYFABE. Overall, I thought it was a really good show. Not at the levels of people describe it to be that it's the best Monday night episode for what? For the sake of nostalgia and for your getting your emotions all hooked up on nostalgia. Honestly, it's like your old same cast of characters came back to defend whatever. You got Brock Lesnar, you got Roman, you got fucking not Rollins, but Roman, Brock. You got all these fucking guys. Who the fuck cares, really? For the sake of what? Nostalgia, like I said. For what? Nostalgia. Yeah, that's what I could describe it to be, honestly. But overall, the arc of it, I would say. Overall, whatever I have to say about that. Raw was quite a nostalgic ride, honestly. The show, however was made, however was built to be, was quite a nostalgic feel, just a nostalgia take overall. I've got some problems still from what I'm watching. And I already told you I'm not going to cover as much of WWE, but I kind of knew that I would have to because this was a really good show, and it's like, why would you not cover something that's really good? And honestly matters to enhance story, enhance shit in, basically. So Raw was quite a nostalgia show again. As I mentioned again, it's just, to me, nostalgic. And for anybody who understands it, it's nostalgic. Raw was nostalgic, but doesn't mean it was bad. No, it wasn't bad. It doesn't mean it was awful. No, it wasn't awful. It was a really good show. I would say that again, but still, honestly, lacking a lot of interest into Monday Night Raw. I think what WWE that boast all the time about themselves is that they are storytelling. They're all that all the time. Great. Then please show me all these great leveled storytellings, because currently what I'm getting is not great leveled storytelling. Putting the World Championship of CM Punk doesn't prove one shit. That you're better off. Whoever still has a fucking opinion on believing that Seth Rollins was the quintessential bad thing about the ratings, and whoever thinks that way, honestly, you're a fucking idiot. I have been less interested in the show since Seth Rollins has been out of the show. Because Rollins is great. And whoever the fuck thinks he's just a coincidental fucking whatever the fuck he is an idiot. You can't tell me that Rollins is... He sucks. You just can't tell me he sucks, because the reality is that doesn't suck. He's really great at what he does. And fucking idiots out there are not going to be able to give it at all, huh? They won't be able to give it at all what they believe in. What about Seth Rollins, honestly? This is a really good show, but the problem again is, well, how did the shows get better? How would we go on? We can't always have these characters come back all the time and give you a ratings pop or whatever the hell you want to do. Oh, it says a ratings pop, whatever it is. You can try it. It's like, sure, you're trying with it, but what's the next month's gonna look like? What's the story in between these matches that I'm so invested in? Both War Games builds have been fucking awful. One Monday Night Raw, I'm not even gonna talk about the women's one. I'm gonna bury the women's one, honestly. That should never happen because of the sake of them being women. And you have a fucking opinion to believe that people who don't like women's War Games matches, they hate women. Go ahead, believe that, honestly. Because if you fucking want to believe that, believe that. I have nothing against women, I just fucking can't stand unlogical bullshit, honestly. It makes no sense for a War Games match to happen with the women, and it's still happening. I don't know why. For the sake of, oh, you gotta have one for the men, you gotta have one for the women. It's like so stupid. They're gonna run the War Games concept in the fucking ground like they made Hell in a Cell. The men's too, kind of rushed. Now, adding Drew McIntyre into this scenario was a good way to cover up Cody Rhodes being in this scenario, because Cody Rhodes, honestly, I went over this before on the Blood and Guts stream, he had nothing fucking to do with this. Cody had nothing to do with this. There was not one scenario where Cody Rhodes was going to be one bit part of it, honestly. One bit. But, you know, whatever scenario they came up with, they had Cody Rhodes, honestly, go in and defend his friends. Whatever, honestly, I could give two shits. Like, fuck it, who cares? It's like, you are not understanding of your own fucking situations, man, honestly. It's like, why? But hey, Cody Rhodes wanted to defend his friends. Go ahead, Cody, do that. I could care less. Cody now being part of the Drew is making sense in some way. But again, the build is so thrown together. Brock makes sense. Roman still kind of doesn't make sense because I don't know what the fuck he wants to do with the Usos when he said, hey, stay away from me. Where did that lie come in, huh? I don't know. This is a really good show. Gunther and Jay, we're not going to be breaking down the entire show, but this was a really good show. The whole segment of Roman and Brock coming out and all that. I wish they never run a Brock and Roman match again, ever again, honestly, because you can't think of even doing that. But I think enough time had gone by that I could be okay with a Roman and Brock scenario finally. I don't love their feud. I think their feud is one of the worst feuds ever in professional wrestling. It's up there. It's not a great feud. Whoever thinks Brock and Roman is an all-timer classic is a fucking idiot and needs some serious help on his wrestling knowledge. It's not. It's not. It's not. It's not a really good feud. Not a really good feud in terms of however long it was. We got a lot of shit in the feud, honestly, but not a really great feud. Coincidentally, a lot of that feud was just not there. But then War Games in general is, you know what's happening. Don't like both of the builds. Don't like how we got put together with this scenario and this scenario all of a sudden. But at least they had Logan Paul in there too. And tensions were getting up. Cody joined out of nowhere. Drew being in it kind of helped the Cody situation. And I don't have any, SmackDown's dead as worse even as Dynamite. I will be watching Dynamite to do that review, definitely. So, that'll be coming out soon. Maybe on streaming, or I don't know if that's the case, but we'll see. But here, I don't have any fucking interest to even talk about this shit. Honestly. I don't. It's a fucking turn into the fucking situation. We'll go and talk about it again. So Cena kicked off the show. We got Dominic interrupting him in the Judgment Day, beat him down. Cena got a great ovation from the crowd, obviously, as Intercontinental Champion. Dom and Cena got their match. Survivor Series is happening. That's cool. We got a nostalgia. It was quite a nostalgia ride for, a lot of people, honestly. Yeah. It's a nostalgic show to kick off. Basically, had a six-man tag with Sheamus, Ray, and Cena versus the Judgment Day. Whatever, but that's what it was. Nothing really special, but nostalgia, I guess. Well, I have something really to talk about. One negative part of the show, and I mentioned her over and over again. Always will. I think I'm not talked to her about since probably the Becky Lynch match. Honestly, she's so irrelevant in my fucking opinion of what I think of her. But it's still what it is, honestly. Like, my opinion is my opinion at the end of the day, but she sucks. Nikki Bella. That's what I'm talking about. Nikki Bella is the epitome of garbage. She is absolutely awful. The promo, bro, the strut that she came out out to attack Stephanie Buck here looked so corny and so awful. Her movement is so awful. She can't even fucking do a proper movement. Like, is there some problem in your knees that you can't walk out enough fast? Like, you're hopping, like I don't know what, the way she came out even. And the way Stephanie had to sell for her. And then Stephanie just looking at her like, like this with this look. What who what the fuck was this segment? This is the problem exactly that I mentioned with Nikki Bella. I've mentioned it over and over before. She sucks. Her segments were awful back in the day, and they still suck. The worst thing on the show, honestly. This thing right here. Bro, I am not selling. I'm getting up. If I'm Stephanie Vauquier, I'm getting up, and I'm giving this woman the fucking... I'm throwing her off the stage, basically. I'm beating the fucking shit out of this woman if I'm Stephanie Vauquier. The way Stephanie was selling for her pisses me off. I don't give a fuck what Nikki Bella and her sister think, really. Could care less. But you both suck, and you both have always sucked. You both were always the determinant to terrible television on our product. Honestly. For women's wrestling. And you coming back, you just don't belong there. The women that you're around, you are not for them. And you're not for these women. You're not like... You can't be the same thing as these women. You're the divas. I don't give a fuck how much you want to start glazing the divas era now. Oh, because Chelsea Green said it. Oh, because Maxine said it. I don't give a fuck. I don't. It sucks. She sucks. Nikki Bella. The strut that she made out there, man. What the fuck are we doing, honestly? What the fuck are we doing, honestly? The strut that she came out with itself was hokey and cringe. What kind of fucking strut was that? Questioning it all of a sudden. You know who honestly fucking knows? I could bear to tell you that I don't know one fucking shit. Nearly. I don't. The way she came out, the way she tried to attack her, the way Stephanie had to sell for her. Awful, awful stuff. This promo sucked. Javon and Gunther, man, Javon sold his ass off. Javon was leagues above all that. I mean, leagues into his own league. Gunther brought back his Walter team. Awesome shit. Nick Nemeth is back. Dolph Ziggler. Huge reaction. Holy shit. Really, honestly. What a fucking reaction for Dolph Ziggler. Nick Nemeth is killing it, in my opinion, so good to see him back as Dolph Ziggler, but again, he lost. I see a scenario where TNA does an invasion as Cardona and Nick Nemeth. Is this a way to kill off their characters? Because I wouldn't mind it. I don't want to see Dolph Ziggler back again because all he came back is to lose. So if he's going to lose again, great. I could care less. About Dolph Ziggler and Zack Ryder. I would care a lot more about Nick Nemeth and Matt Cardona, honestly. And I do care about them more than I care about Dolph Ziggler and Zack Ryder. Holy shit, moving on. It was a great match with Solo Sikoa. Solo Sikoa is great. The problem is that he is the baby face that he should be. Instead of he's a heel right now. And a heel Solo Sikoa is not working. I'm not gonna go over matches and stuff. I know the Gunther and Jay match was really, the near falls were pretty much good enough, that match. It's a great match. Those chops from Gunther, Walter, whatever. Becky Lynch lost the IC title to returning AJ Lee, which I was kind of shocked on. I didn't expect Becky Lynch to lose that championship. And good on her. She put over Maxine tonight. But now Becky Lynch is on Instagram all over the place, and she's like basically on using the brand as social media to really get over the storyline. It's quite entertaining, honestly. I love that. And Dave LaGreca and all the other people could be part of it, so I honestly love that. Sam Roberts, good for him. So AJ Lee came back, so AJ Lee is going to be something like War Games is happening with AJ Lee and Becky Lynch. AJ Lee joining Rio's team and Becky joining Asuka's team. Honestly, I don't like the Charlotte Flair situation in this, because Charlotte Flair was like, oh, I can never team with Rhea Ripley, but then she comes out there and nods to her. It's like, respect? How? You just changed your mind? I hardly think so. So if there's any tension involved in that, I would like to see that play out in the Women's War Games match. But honestly, I could give two shits for the Women's War Games match. But hey, it's great, huh?